Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Orlando Hernandez and you are watching Vantage Point Photography. Alright, today's cold and we made it all the way to this very interesting location. I won't share much about this location because it's risky and a lot of people love their life here because it's a very risky area. And put a couple of footage that I took with the drone, and you'll see why. Regardless, it's a beautiful area, but it is a desert. There is not much happening here if you don't look careful. It's just very little vegetation, just some dry grass because of the season changing. Very few trees around, as you can see in my background. Not a whole lot of them. A lot of rocks and a lot of salt water. Not much. So I've been walking around here trying to connect with this environment. It's not the first time I come to this area, and I'm quite familiar. And actually it's a place where I used to come and sit down and relax. And here behind me, right behind me, I used to sit here and watch whales. You can see whales sometimes there, and the whale watchers of the city, they come in this area sometimes, and you can see a couple of whales humpback, mostly in this area. So it's a place that I used to come and relax, and I really have beautiful memories of this place. My lips are frozen because it's very cold, so that's going to add to my accent. So you're gonna have to bear with me. Anyway, as I was saying, I've been looking around, trying to connect with this environment, trying to let the environment to speak to me, to make a connection. One of the biggest challenge that I had when I started with landscape photography was the constant search to produce an image that you would like, rather than the image that I was happy with. And it's been this controversial, hard work and dedication to produce images for other people instead of the images that I'm really connected with. And this is a trend. There's a lot of people out there that they have an entire portfolio that look exactly like the photographer they follow. And as much of the images are very beautiful, eventually you start to disconnect because they don't really mean anything to you. They do create a little bit of popularity, and popularity is important, and there is an entire chapter dedicated to that. But at the same time, it's very important to remain connected with your images. If you're not connected, there is no connection. Eventually, you're not going to be happy with the images you're producing, and that started to happen to me. As much as I love photography, I don't think anybody loves photography as much as I do. However, connecting with the environment and producing images that I really enjoy and love and speak to me, it was a challenge. So it's an example today. I've been walking around looking for that connection, looking for that touch of intimacy between me and the landscape that I am visiting today. Wasn't happening. The sun started to go very high, and as much as I love the place, and the view is stunning, the view here is unbelievable. But that's a 3D view that you have with your video camera and with your eyes. However, the picture, the image that you produce is a 2D, it's a two-dimensional, one frame only. And to create the same sensation that I have here and transfer that to a small frame, that's a challenge. That's a difficult thing. That's what separates the professionals from the wannabes. So, as much as I've been trying to connect with this environment, I realized that the changes are happening on the ground, right here, right under my feet. The language that I've been looking for, the connection, the words that I've been trying to listen from this landscape are coming from the ground. It is almost the end of the season, the fall here in the Maritime. The end of the fall in the Maritime is basically a pre-winter. Colors start to fade away. The sun visits for just a short period of time. Days begin late and nights begin very early. And so the temperature starts to drop dramatically. And those are the changes that you start to see. Rather than the big landscape and the beautiful and how nicely those rocks are looking right now and how beautiful the contrast that the sun is creating, and I probably would create beautiful images. The language that I'm hearing is down here. Words like, oh, there is anyway, I'm not going to pay attention to the wildlife right now, but there is a comrade there fishing, and he's doing a beautiful job. It's really beautiful. Anyway, as I was saying, the language that I'm listening to, the words are coming from the ground. And words like cold, frozen, freezing, ice patterns, those are words that start to develop now at the end of this season. And it becomes permanent for many, many months here in this part of the world. And that's exactly what I've been connecting with. There's a few patterns here I show you. Let me see if I can get this camera flip the other way. 1, 2, 3. And it did flip the other way. And now let's bring the image down here. If you see, hopefully you can actually see the way I see it. The water starts to freeze right now. And you see those little white needles coming from the bottom. That's oxygen that is trying to escape from the rocks, and they create a pattern that looks like needles. And it creates a very, very beautiful pattern. And toward the edge of the water, that freezing line, it traps air and have beautiful bubbles there that reflect and collect light from the sun. And the sun is coming right now quite strong. Well, not strong enough because I'm still freezing here. But the light is getting through and is revealing all this beautiful texture from the bottom of these small little pools. And they are totally frozen. If you see here the bubbles of air trapped during the freezing process, and the whole pattern that has been developed through the whole pool. It's beautiful. Some of them have this type of pattern, some of them have a different type of pattern. There is, let's see the one we're looking at right now. Here, oh, there we go, yes. Oh man, this camera is amazing. It's very tiny, but it's so good. Just look at the beautiful pattern that has been created here by the wind that is being created, a wave on top of the pool, and then the wind comes very cold and freeze that wave before it flooded again. And look how beautiful, how interesting. Over here, the sunlight started to reveal the patterns and the luminosity from the bottom, and you can see the water trapped under and create beautiful pattern. That's what we're trying to capture today. And if the images look any nice, by any chance, here are the pictures that we're getting today. Okay, everybody, and thank you very much for joining me this week. We are closing the video now, and so don't forget to like and subscribe. There you go. See you guys next week. Take care. Bye.